glorification of accident. That within black culture there is a deifying of stuff that you didn't mean to occur, but once it occurs, you integrate it into the vocabulary of your improvisation. That's why jazz is so important, striking chords of improvisational ecstasy, because it takes strands of possibility, links them to other strands of possibility to create at the moment a statement that becomes definitive only provisionally. Because on the next plane, it could be different. We leave it open. And that's why that dynamic, open-ended process of self-reflection becomes the metaphoric intensity of the American drama itself. We be America, in a very fundamental sense. And so, when I think about the state of the soul of black America, we can look around many different places to look for the fracturing and the fissuring, the division of black America along axes of race, color, gender, sexuality, religion, class, generation. Because all of these axes play a role in how we define ourselves and who we are. And people think that only this generation has been obsessed with the nature of identity, reduced rather inelegantly, some would argue, to the proposition of authenticity, not in the Sartrean sense, but in the straight-up Jay-Z-ian sense. Or the Tupacian sense of keep it real, G. Until they kill me, act up like you feel me. Wondering why it is that young black men and women are obsessed with the very nature of, shall we call it an ontological obfuscation? If we could, but if we didn't want to say that, we could just say what it is a kind of being deep romance with blackness at the level of blood and biology, and yet also culture. You know, we toss around these big words like the social construction of race. What the hell does that even mean? Well, to give an answer, it means that blood and biology don't exhaust the infinite capacity of blackness to reshape, reform, and recombine its elements to be expressed. That kinship is a matter more than of similar pigment. That race itself depends upon the motivating forces of social hostility or grace to either accommodate or resist meanings that are imputed to, attributed to, ascribed to, and assigned to human beings once they grow up and out into society, that you ain't just born internally with a script that narrates the unfolding of your identity, that you wait upon society to tell you what's good and bad. Blackness is not something that's seen as negative internally and intrinsically when people are born. It depends upon social narratives of racial order and hierarchy and subversion and subordination in the bigger society.